Hi team, Matt Gibson here from Ray White Remuera, and welcome to a quick Q&A session with Cameron Marcroft from Loan Market. With over 20 years in the game, his experience and knowledge are second to none, and it is no wonder that at Ray White Remuera we work so closely with him. For Lauren and I, Cam and his team have helped so many of our clients be in a position to be able to bid at auction or make an offer on their dream house. He always goes above and beyond and is greatly appreciated. Cam, thanks for taking the time to chat to us today from your bubble.
Thanks Matt and Lauren, and appreciate the opportunity. It's always a pleasure working with you both.
Cheers Cam, you already know so many of our clients, but for those who don't know you, can you please tell us a little bit about your team and what services you can provide?
Yeah, there's 4 of us in the team. There's myself, another Cam, Simon and Devaney. And between us, we're working with our clients from anything to fixed rate expiries, top-ups, mortgages for buying, refinancing, debt consolidation. So anything to do with to mortgage debt, to personal debt, that's what we deal with.
Given the current environment, what advice can you give to our current vendors who may be financially affected by COVID-19 and have concerns regarding their mortgage?
First thing is to get in touch with your mortgage advisor and understand what are the options available. There are options and the banks are willing to work with clients. So the 2 real clear options that are coming out is for clients to go from a principal and interest repayments to interest only. By doing that, their repayments can drop quite significantly. The second option is mortgage deferred period or mortgage repayment holiday, it's sometimes referred to. And what that means is that the clients won't make any repayments for potentially up to 6 months. That in turn can increase their mortgage. The repayments aren't being made, so interest is still getting capitalised. So if you had a mortgage of $700,000 at the start of that period, at the end of the 6 months, it might have gone up to $714,000. So it's important for clients to understand that. We might be going into a period where people could be able to work for a longer time, and so it's managing that period over 6, 12, maybe 18 months to make sure that they do retain their house, and when normality returns and the economy's back up and running, they're in a strong position.
Thanks Cam, some sound advice. What about those who are looking to purchase a home in the near future, and can you see interest rates changing anytime soon?
Yeah, the banks are still willing to lend, absolutely. So people, still got some people wanting to buy in this market because they do really seek, there's opportunities that are out there, so no issue there. Post-lockdown obviously will become a little bit easier for people to buy. We can't really buy in this period, so I think there'll be a few people coming out post-lockdown and looking to buy. But there'll be a lot of people that are cautious and lost a bit of confidence in the market. As far as interest rates are concerned, I strongly believe they will remain low for some time. You might see them flicker up, flicker down a little bit here and there, but I'd like to think we're in a similar interest rates for the next 2 to 3 years, and that hopefully will give some good news to everyone out there with a mortgage, including myself.
Thanks mate. Is there anything else you wish to add, or any predictions what the market might do after lockdown?
Yeah, I've been trying to get my crystal ball going, mate, but I think the batteries are a little flat in it. But I'll give you my sort of thoughts on where I think the market is at. I obviously we're going into a recession, so we haven't had one of those since really 2008. So how big that recession is, that's the big question, and nobody knows that. The next 2 to 3 months become pretty critical in understanding how quickly we can bounce back and what's the rest of the world looking like, because we are heavily dependent on them as well. We'd love to see that New Zealand bounces back and unemployment's down and we're going pretty well. But we also need to understand that this beast could take another 18 months to sort out with the vaccine and so forth, and what's the damages that will occur. I think property buying is a long-term investment. It's not a buying and selling within a year to try and make a quick buck. It's actually holding on to property for 10 years time. So with interest rates the way they are, to buy a property, sometimes it doesn't matter what level you're buying at. In 10 years time, that property's gone up quite significantly. It takes that whole question out of is it going to drop and when's the bottom of the market. Chasing the bottom of the market's very difficult, and once you miss the bottom, she's a fast climb back up, which is you need to jump on pretty quick. So yeah, I don't know. I'm like everyone else sitting on the fence there. I hope we're back to normal in six months, but I think in reality, I think it's going to be a lot longer than that.
Cam, thanks again for your time and your thoughts. For those who are watching this, I highly recommend getting in contact with Cam and his team for some guidance through these uncertain times. The best thing is, it doesn't cost you a cent to get in touch with him, but he could save you thousands in the long run.
Thanks, Matt and Lauren. And as I said, it's a pleasure working with you guys. You guys bring a real fresh approach to real estate. So always enjoy working with you. Cheers.
Well, we hope you found that informative. Please get in contact with Lauren, Cam or myself if you have any questions. Well, that's all from us. We hope you and your families are staying safe. Take care.